This guy's a friggin' animal.
What's up, guys? MMA Game here, bringing you another video. This video is going to be going over the new patch that was just released, and check out one of the new fighters that was added. It is none other than Isaac Frost, the phenom boxer from EA Fight Night champion right here. If you guys remember, I remember playing this guy online, and he was just so cheesy. But here we go. We got him in EA Sports UFC 3. I want to give a big thanks to all the devs and everyone over at EA for yet another post-launch patch and all the support that they've been doing on this game, adding all these fighters. And in this fight is a ranked match. I am using Isaac Frost going up against Mark Hunt right here. And you guys are going to get a good example of the power and what you can do with Isaac Frost. But I've been throwing so many knees because the height difference was just so great with Isaac Frost right here. Check this out. Boom! Rock him right there with the overhand. We go in for the kill with Isaac Frost, going for the knee. That's also to catch him if he's trying to duck our punches. That knee will just come up and nail him right there. But he rocks us, but we throw an overhand while we're rocked. Isaac Frost is extremely durable in this game, and I highly recommend checking him out. And we're about to see some big action right here. Boom, we rock him, back him into the fence. Isaac Frost, he just can't be stopped. Oh, and he drops him right there, but check it out. They gave him some pretty cool taunts as well. Mark Hunt's trying to get back up, takes another lethal knee. Those knees are so brutal from Frost. Boom, overhand. I think he has something about his lead uppercut, seems like pretty fast too. It's pretty deadly. The straight uppercut straight is a deadly combination with Frost, and there it is, the knee again, almost knocks him out. Trying to kick his legs. What do you think? And that's so risky. Oh, trying to sneak in a little elbow. So he's also got the elbows. We get the sprawl right there. Mark Hunt looking for that desperation shot for the takedown. I don't think so. Into the fence, taking knees, elbows. Isaac Frost cutting him off up against the fence, but he backs off a little bit. Oh, and he's rocked. Going for the legs. Frost. Oh, with the elbow, sidestepping elbow, and it's lights out for Mark Hunt. So anyway, guys, they released a full article of all the new changes for the patch, and I will leave a link to that down below in the description. I will go over a little bit of it. First off, the fighters that they added, that is going to be Chael P. Sonnen, the People's Champion, baby, has been added. Right here, we see Isaac Frost. We also got Andre Bishop from Fight Night Champion. And the whole thing is like a boxing versus wrestling type of vibe. And, you know, also they added Dan Severn in heavyweight. So basically 4 new fighters, 3 at heavyweight, and Sonnen is at light heavyweight and middleweight, so that's pretty cool. I've already used Sonnen, but the big thing that they changed, which I haven't got a full chance to use, I got one of the new takedowns, the diving takedown. It looked really, really good. I noticed also some new takedowns possibly up against the fence. We're going into the next fight here that I had with Isaac Frost on ranked. This was up against your boy Stipe Miocic, so we're gonna see how this plays out right here. But right here they say the diving takedown is a new type of takedown. The purpose of the takedown is to dive on your opponent's back into the cage to allow you to attempt the takedown from there. So you can initiate the diving takedown by holding down LT/L2 and LB and L1. Okay, so that's pretty much. Oh, so slash. So you hold both the left trigger and the left bumper down, and you shoot a double leg input with the right stick. Okay, so it's basically just one more button. If done when your opponent's back is less than 14 feet from the cage, you'll attempt a diving takedown. Okay. Power takedowns can still be initiated by performing a basic double leg, then pressing LB/L1 to modify the finish into the power version. So that's new. So you can start a double leg and then go into a power takedown. So let me know in the comments if you guys have tried that at all. Right here, I get rocked with Isaac Frost, but we are surviving. He has very good survival stats from my experience playing with him online. Let me know who you guys' favorite new fighter is as well. It says the benefit of the diving takedown is that you can initiate the takedown against the cage from a much greater distance than with a regular takedown. The drawback is that it can cost considerably more stamina than a regular takedown. Okay, that seems good. Depending on how it is initiated and how it's defended. Okay, so it seems like it's going to be a higher risk, higher reward with the diving takedown. So it's good that wrestlers just have more options, in my opinion. I have not gotten a chance to experiment with this at all to see if it is cheese or see if it's, see how it is with all the stamina. So once I do get more experience with it, I will do a video on it. It also says the diving takedown performed against an opponent who is not defending will cost stamina, where the amount of stamina is a function of how far from the cage you initiate the takedown and therefore how long you need to drive them back to get to the cage. Okay, so that's interesting. So it's going to cost more stamina if you're further away. That's it. At least that's what I can gather from that. The other factor affecting the stamina is the timing of the denial input by the defender. If the denial input is early, the stamina tax on the fighter performing the diving takedown will increase considerably, at the stamina tax of the defender will be minimal. And the stamina tax of the defender will be minimal. Okay. Controversially, if the denial is input late, the stamina tax on the fighter performing the takedown will be less, and the stamina tax on the defender will be larger. Okay, so you want to so that's interesting. That's a whole new way the takedowns work. So I'm definitely gonna have to figure that out. Once the stamina of the fighter performing the takedown goes below a certain threshold, which is a function of the takedown ratings, the defender will sprawl on the attacker. This makes the interaction between stamina, distance to the cage, and denial timing key to understanding when best to perform a diving takedown. If done properly, it can give you a stamina advantage over your opponent with their back against the cage, ready to be taken down. Okay, so I think I kind of did that once in a fight, but I really didn't know what I was doing. If performed at an inopportune time, it can leave you at a big stamina disadvantage in a position where you are exposed to a submission. Ooh, that seems like it might be a little bit deadly. So definitely seems a little bit risky, so probably not too much cheese. I get rocked right here again with Isaac Frost. In this fight, I sort of had to chill, and I was just trying to, I took a lot of head damage, as you can see, but I'm trying to keep my stamina, and I was trying to make him miss a lot of shots to sort of take him into later rounds to really use that full power and get the real advantage of Frost. The other thing that they added is yet another takedown, the spear takedown. The next change is the addition of the spear takedown. The spear takedown is a new kind of undeniable takedown. Undeniable, that takes you into side control when performed successfully. Okay. The spear takedown is performed by attempting a regular double leg takedown when your opponent is in a health event. Okay. Or you have a stamina advantage on your opponent greater than 50%. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I definitely like that one. And I think I may have actually gotten this with Dan Sever one time, and it felt really, really good because it's like instant. It was like super, super fast takedown. So I really like the spear, and I really need to experiment with the driving takedown. So if you guys have any experience with these new takedowns, make sure to help everyone out in the comments below and let everyone know what you learned. The other really, really cool thing that they added to the gameplay is the takedown feints. So it's pretty much, you can just feint takedowns like you can feint strikes. You shoot for a takedown and then stop it with that with the feint button, R2, and it'll just feint it, which is really, really good. It says the primary benefit of using takedown feints is to try to set up clinch attempts by baiting a takedown denial and immediately clinching before the opponent is able to switch to the clinch denial. So that's interesting. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to try that too. So that's pretty cool. The takedown feint does still carry the vulnerability of a takedown. So if your opponent doesn't bite on the feint, you risk taking considerable damage if they land a strike on you while you feint. So that's going to be very risky to try that. The other thing that they did is they altered sprinting. So sprinting in to finish your opponent to catch someone off guard is a key technique. However, previously, at the expense of certain lunging combos, with this update, you'll now be able to better chain lunges together without accidentally causing a sprint. To sprint, you'll now have to lunge forward and then push and hold the left stick forward again. So, okay, that was like when you rock somebody, they ran in and stuff, so they did that with the sprints. Lastly, and perhaps the most important change to sprinting is that you'll no longer automatically enter the sprint when they're wobbled. So you can walk down your opponents, classic style, McGregor style. So yeah, a lot of people wanted that, and I'm really glad that they made that change to the sprinting where it doesn't automatically make you sprint. So that's going to be really, really cool. It was just a weird sort of thing with the game that was always there since the beginning. So I'm really happy about that. Let me know what you think if all your changes are. We are in round number 3 right here. Isaac Frost, ranked action, going up against your boy Stipe. About to get some boom rock right there. That's that straight to overhand, lead overhand that wobbled him. There's that power of Frost. That 1-2 just drops him, and look at that. We let him up. We're trying to go for a clean knockout with Frost. We let him up again, and he is getting rocked up. We saved our stamina. We took him into the deep waters at heavyweight, 3rd round. Look, barely missing that. He is wobbled. And as you can see, as he's wobbled, I'm not sprinting in. I didn't even notice that in the fight, but that's really nice to see. Check that out. We get him up. Isaac Frost is going in for the kill. He is waving him in. Look at that. He's telling him to come on in. He's waving him in right there. Will he move forward? Will Stipe fall for it? Oh, and there it is again, that straight overhand, and then the power overhand gets the job done with Isaac Frost, one of the new fighters in EA Sports UFC 3. Really, really awesome to see that they're still making this game even better, adding new fighters. I will have, I do have gameplay with Dam Severn. I will be getting gameplay as well with Chael P. Sonnen and Andre Bishop in future videos. So make sure to head kick that like button. Also follow me on Twitter, Twitch TV. Hit that subscribe button with the bell on, guys. Till next time, this has been MMA Game. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Amasaki's called to stop for this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the 3rd round.